Congratulations are in order. The fact that you're watching this presentation means you've made a decision that can have a dramatic positive impact on your life, career, and earning potential. You've become a union painter or taper. So on behalf of your employer, the Contractors Association, and the Painters District Council, let me welcome you. Your decision to join this elite workforce means you've made a commitment to the highest professional and personal standards in the industry. The demand for union painters and tapers comes from this simple premise. Historically, union painters and tapers provide a higher quality of work and maintain higher professional and personal standards than non-union workers. This legacy is both a blessing that keeps up the high demand for union painters and tapers, as well as a profound responsibility to honor that commitment to quality. You're an important part of a much larger picture. Each individual union painter or taper must strive for the highest standards in professionalism and productivity to ensure the future of all union painters and tapers. We are all in this together. Honoring this commitment to yourself and the union will mean you're working to secure future success for all union workers, just as all other union workers are making a daily commitment to your success and your future. When you began your education as a child, you learned about the things essential to your educational success. The 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Today, you'll learn about the 3 essential ingredients in your future professional success. The 3 A's, ability, accountability, and attitude. You've made the commitment to be a part of an elite professional workforce, a workforce that maintains the highest possible standards of conduct, professionalism, and productivity. Unfortunately, over the years, some negative stereotypes have developed in regard to construction workers. In many cases, these negative stereotypes have been fostered by our non-union counterparts. However, we have to strive every day to maintain the highest professional standards and to dispel any and all preconceived beliefs that are often unfairly applied to all construction workers and that illuminate us in a less than professional light. The first way to do this is with a positive and professional attitude. You must realize that you're making an investment in yourself when your work is both professional and productive. Part of maintaining a positive attitude is the understanding that your company has to be profitable in order to remain viable and to continue to need your services. Productivity and trust are the cornerstones of any company and employee relationship. Your company's ongoing ability to predict your productivity and professionalism is at the center of the company's ability to remain profitable and to stay in business. In this way, nobody has more power to secure your continued success than you do. In this way, you're in control of your own destiny. Report to work on time, with your lights on and always with a positive attitude. Accountability means you perform your work with a sincere intent of being invited back. Consistently perform to the best of your ability. Hey, take responsibility when you make a mistake. Your supervisor will understand that it's your intention to always do the right thing. We're all human, but the individuals who are committed to accountability learn from their mistakes rather than hiding from them. This means they maintain a much higher standard of quality and individual professionalism in the long run. And the long run is what really counts. Leave your personal feelings at home. Treat everyone in the workplace with respect, the way you expect to be treated. Greet coworkers, clients, and suppliers with a smile, and let them know that you care about the job that you do. Take pride in your work. Make a job well done your signature, and know that when a positive attitude is your personal cornerstone, every aspect of the job will be a little easier. Good communication is essential for any group to develop the synergy that comes from teamwork. Synergy is an interesting concept. It simply means that the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. A combined and well-coordinated effort achieves greater productivity as a team than the individuals could achieve just working by themselves. The synergy of teamwork benefits every individual member of the team, and any crew can achieve a higher standard of productivity and professionalism with the teamwork that's achieved through good communication. If you're a supervisor, give your crew a clear picture of what's expected of them. Define their goals in tangible terms. and give them progress updates on how they're doing and if they're on track to meet those expected goals. If you're part of a crew, strive to do everything you can as an individual to help your crew attain their daily goals. Both supervisors and crew members should let fellow workers know when they see a job well done. When criticism is necessary, use the sandwich method. Praise, evaluate what needs to improve, and then praise again. Not everybody's motivated in the same way. Discover what makes your team members tick and use this to benefit everyone. Foremost, be a good conduit for essential information. Don't assume that other crew members have information. Make sure everybody knows what they need to know to be successful in a particular situation. Your crewmates will appreciate the fact that you've helped them stay informed and will provide you with the same help when the opportunity arises. Maintaining a professional appearance at all times goes beyond making sure that you're tucked in enough so that you don't moon clients or coworkers. A professional appearance can be one of the attributes that immediately separates you from your non-union counterparts, and it's a good thing when clients can see the difference. A professional appearance is associated with doing a professional job. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle is an important part of your appearance. Eat a healthy diet, get plenty of sleep, drink in moderation. If at all possible, give up smoking. Make sure you exercise and maintain a proportionate weight. These steps can all help improve personal appearance, but they can also have a dramatic positive effect on your long-term health as you age. This can mean fewer sick days, fewer job and non-job related injuries, and better mobility, providing a significant long-term improvement in productivity that will help ensure your employer's profitability and your job security. In other words, you owe it to yourself to maintain a healthy lifestyle. It's one aspect of your life that's totally within your control, and you're the one who'll reap the most benefits as time goes by. The need for constant education is underlined by the premise that the only thing for certain is change itself. We live in an age where we see technological improvements on a daily basis rather than the decades that they once took. And don't be misled by the concept that you work in a low-tech industry. Changes and improvements to our understanding of best practices happen on a daily basis as well. The concept of continuous quality improvement becomes more important each day. The only way you'll have the knowledge to do your job properly in the future is to seek out every opportunity for education today. Make time to attend trade seminars, read trade journals, research techniques on the internet, take advantage of the educational opportunities provided to you by the union. Make it your job to get better at your job every day. A wise man once said that true nobility does not come from being better than everybody else. It comes from being better than you were yesterday, every day of your life. This is also the way to secure your future and your place in the industry. Understand the change is coming and embrace the change and the positive attitude that sees it as an incredible opportunity rather than some bothersome problem. A focus on continuous quality improvement is the first step. You've probably heard the phrase, plan your work and work the plan. It's very good advice. Have a plan every day. Think about what you need to do and where you need to be before the day is over. Think about the necessary tools and materials and when and where you'll need them. Think about the safety considerations associated with that particular day's work. See where you need to be at certain times during the day in order to finish what you've planned. Plan to be as productive as possible and visualize yourself finishing on time. This simple mental exercise will help you be the best you can be each and every day. And if you're a supervisor, set daily goals and don't be afraid to challenge your crew. The path to success doesn't include setting low expectations. If you do set your goals too high and you fall short, you've still accomplished far more than you would have with lower expectations. Challenge yourself and everyone in your crew to perform at their peak each and every day. Maintaining and cleaning your equipment is essential if you expect it to perform for you in the future. Become familiar with maintenance requirements for equipment and make sure the proper schedules are followed. Maximizing equipment efficiency and life is another key element in securing company profitability. It's everyone's responsibility, and everyone needs to take it seriously. Cleaning your equipment as soon as you're finished is always the way to clean it with the least amount of time and effort. Giving paint, mud, or other coatings time to dry on your tools can exponentially increase the time it takes to clean them. This time equates to lost productivity and profitability. Clean your tools as soon as possible. Don't perform additional work without written authorization. Keep accurate time and payroll information and complete that paperwork in a timely fashion. A crew's production rate becomes a record and a tool used to estimate future work. You know, a neat, orderly, and organized job site's a much safer job site. By helping to keep the areas where you're working neat, clean, and free of debris, you'll not only work more efficiently, but you can have a direct impact on accident reduction in the workplace. Read all product data sheets prior to application of any coating and read equipment safety procedures before operating any equipment. Now, turning on an air compressor or sprayer can seem like a no-brainer at first glance, but if the output PSI is set too high, the spray gun can explode in your hand like a grenade and result in serious injury or even death. Make it your job to know the risks and safety procedures associated with the equipment that you're using. Follow equipment guidelines and keep it safe for everyone's sake. Understand that once you've applied a material to a surface, it's too late to prep that surface. By applying the coating, you've accepted that the surface was ready to paint. Make sure all surfaces have been properly prepared before applying any coating. And return all unused materials. Again, the materials required for the current job are a record that's used to estimate future jobs. The record of your current job site may be used to estimate a much larger job, where that small amount of material that wasn't returned from your current job means the amount of material for the next job is greatly overestimated. Helping your employer keep accurate records helps ensure his profitability and therefore your future job security. Help him help you by keeping accurate records. As a union member, your daily conduct will have a positive or negative reflection on every union member. It's important to be as highly professional as possible at all times. Here are some important considerations as they reflect on personal conduct. The union and your employer maintain a zero-tolerance policy as it relates to discrimination or harassment. You're expected to treat each and every coworker, client, or supplier with the respect that you would want as an individual. There's no wiggle room here. It's the way things are done. Safety considerations may mandate that each employee is subject to a pre-employment drug and alcohol screening and random drug testing for the duration of his or her employment. This policy helps to ensure your safety as well as the safety of your coworkers. Company information is a valuable resource that is to remain confidential and is not to leave the company under any circumstances. It's important to inform your employer whenever changes in personal information occur. Changes in marital status, address, and number of dependents should be reported to your employer as soon as possible to ensure that your records are current. A good attendance is essential for both your daily and long-term success. Providing a full workday for a full day's pay is one of the things that you can do to help maintain company profitability and therefore your long-term job security. In this way, helping your company has a direct positive impact on your long-term well-being. Job site safety should be everyone's #1 priority. Inappropriate conduct, like fighting on the job, will not be tolerated and will result in immediate disciplinary action. There's no horsing around, especially with equipment, and no whistles or catcalls when females approach the job site. This is considered harassment. Away from the job, you're expected to maintain high personal standards of conduct. That means no DUIs, no bar fights, no domestic abuse complaints. You have to remember that you represent your union and your employer 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. You're the frontline PR person for your contractor and for the union. Everything you say and do reflects directly on your union and your contractor. When examining your own conduct, remember the 3 Ps. It's essential to be positive, pleasant, and professional at all times. Some rules will change based on the individual job site or the contractor. It's important to know what these are and to comply with these situational changes. They may include, but are not limited to, daily job site start times. It's important to always be present and ready to begin work on time. Use of company vehicles and equipment. Hard hats and personal protective equipment. If you smoke, find out if smoking is ever allowed on a job site, and if so, where and under what conditions. Is the use of personal cell phones ever allowed on a job site? And if so, where and under what circumstances? Is any form of selling allowed by a worker on a job site? And here's an example. Say your daughter needs to sell some Scout cookies, or your brother's garage band is selling CDs. Would this type of selling be allowed? And if so, where and under what circumstances? Are there any additional breaks allowed beyond the lunch break? And if so, when? How long do they last? Items like when an employee becomes eligible for company health, life, and dental insurance or 401k contributions. Sick leave, personal days, vacations, and excused absences will vary by contractor. An individual contractor's performance review process is important to understand. Are there educational opportunities beyond those that the apprentice program strongly suggests? These items and others can be different for each individual job site and contractor. Look, if you don't understand a specific contractor's policy or rule, it's your responsibility to ask your supervisor and to get it right. In subsequent chapters of this presentation, you'll learn about all aspects of this industry, including residential and commercial painting for both new and existing construction, choosing the right materials for each specific application, how to determine the quantities of coatings required, reading and making sure you understand all material application instructions, proper surface preparation, application techniques, and some of the secrets that help make union workers far more productive, tool cleaning and maintenance, job site cleanup, and important safety equipment and procedures. You'll have the opportunity to see a chapter on residential and commercial drywall applications, including determining the proper materials for the situation and knowing how to determine the quantity of materials needed. You'll learn taping and mudding techniques for screws, flat sections, and corners. You'll learn finish sanding, proper tool cleaning and maintenance, and again, job site cleanup, safety considerations, and equipment for each step of the process. The chapter on industrial coatings is likely to provide the most new information for viewers. Here, workers face a much wider range of materials, application techniques, and safety requirements. Each industrial situation will be unique, providing a unique set of working conditions and a totally unique set of safety requirements for both the materials being applied and the equipment around you. You'll not only be required to know the safety mandates for the coatings that you're applying, but all the general safety requirements for the situation you may be working in and the equipment it contains. You not only have to protect yourself from all hazards presented by the application, but you need to protect all plant employees and the equipment as well. Hazards may be presented by the equipment that you're using and by the products, equipment, and physical layout of the facility in which you're working. Hey, sounds like a challenge, right? That's because it is, and it's one of the reasons why union workers are greatly preferred for these critical situations. Union workers get it right the first time. You'll learn a broad range of application techniques and how to determine the most efficient technique for a wide range of situations, proper tool cleaning and maintenance, and job site cleanup. Also, reading and understanding product instructions and warnings is vital. One of the requirements of these situations is learning how to do your job correctly without hindering the plant employees from doing their jobs. Diplomacy and flexibility are daily requirements in these work situations. The great thing about having this material on DVD is that you can go back and review sections you may not be clear on. Using the menu for each section, you can review only the material you want to see again. This is a great tool, so please make the most of it. One of the most important things you'll learn from viewing this material is the unlimited potential that now awaits you as a union painter or taper. So once again, on behalf of your employer, the Contractors Association, and the Painters District Council, let me congratulate you on making a decision that's sure to have a dramatic positive effect on your life, your career, and your earning potential. And let me wish you every possible success as you move forward with this process. It's time to be all that you can be. Time to secure your future. Time to step up to the plate and put the U in union. Thanks, and good luck.